Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's up, Mr. Gaffrey? How we doing?
Chilling.
Right. Another Tuesday night in paradise with the homies. Yep. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm sure we got some new faces in here this evening as well. We got ourselves a pretty cool guest popping in here in a couple minutes with us. What's new, Gaffrey? The world wants to know what you've been up to this week.
A lot of organizing around the house. I installed my my gun safe. That was cool. I was able to save some space that way.
Took it out of the box?
Finally, yeah. Out of the box.
I mean, what do you have to install with a gun safe?
Well, you got to drill it into a wall. But then you got to reorganize it and take all your stuff and put it in there, you know.
That's the fun part, though. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah. And so I got a mosquito trying to attack me from nowhere. But, yeah.
Your furniture put together?
That's the next mission. It's kind of like
it's like
one helps me reorganize the other. So now I got a cabinet I'm putting together, and then I do that. Then it's the next step. You know, the living room's the last step, and then I'll be good with that.
Nice.
I was gonna say, but you know, update. I am down 11 pounds actually.
Put some clapping up. Where's the soundboard at? How you not clapping yourself on that one, bro?
I'll just do the party guy one. 11 pounds, baby. Keep going.
I love that.
11 pounds. So
that's awesome, bro.
I'm gonna keep it going. So like you know.
They might not even recognize you as Seema Gaffrey.
It's hard not to recognize this face, but you know, I mean,
listen, you slim that thing up a little bit, bro. Who knows, man? You might have to go down a head. You might have to go down a hat size.
Yeah, right. I mean, that would mess my world up actually, because I'm one size bigger. I have to put in like a spacer in my head. Be pissed.
Yo, I don't know. Speaking of crazy ass hats, I don't mean to sidebar this or whatever, but we were showing. Did you try the hat that Taylor had over when we were doing a get together for 4th of July?
What hat was that?
Dude, it's got this like special like cushion on the front of it. I forget who makes it. Dude, it's like a neoprene gel pad that goes across the front.
Oh, it cools you, keeps you cool?
It's not, I don't know, dude. It's just you don't get that kind of like, you know, us being baldies and stuff, you don't really have hair to like kind of like buffer you out, so you get that kind of mark on your head.
I mean, no diss to Taylor, but you know, I mean,
he don't really
he's got hair, but you know, he's right. He's got low hair.
Taylor, if you're listening to you, I'm sorry.
No diss on the mule
at all, bro. No diss at all. You're part of the crew. No, it was crazy, dude. It feels completely different on your head, like from a traditional hat. It's got this gel bar.
It's got to have a cooling agent.
Well, you know, I'm gonna find one and buy you one, Gaffrey, if they make a hat size big enough.
Are they fitted?
Yeah. They get them fitted. They get like his was a stretch fit, like one of those you know, like the ones we got or whatever.
Gotcha. That's
you been working out too, or you just using diet? What's
I've been walking a little bit more, but my next goal like this week is to get into the gym like for weightlifting a couple times this week and kind of get that going. You know what I mean?
House, bro. Come over on the weekend. I told you.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. An ice bath. That's what we want to do.
The ice bath.
I'm videotaping that one.
I mean,
I won't make it public, but I'm videotaping that one.
Yeah, well, listen, I mean, it should be fun, the ice bath. I don't have anything against the ice bath. I mean, it'll be interesting. How long you got to stand there for?
2 minutes.
Man, I bet you, have people gone in there and has the 2 minutes seem like an eternity for them?
Absolutely. If it's the first time doing it, your body's going to freak you out and tell you to get out. So you have to really fight yourself. But it's a lot easier. Like if I told you here,
you got like a defibrillator on hand and stuff like that.
If I told you like go in the garage, go do it, and I wasn't there, like you would probably talk yourself out of it the first time halfway through. But if someone's sitting in there with you, you're talking to somebody, it's easier because that 2 minutes goes by a little bit faster. But it's cold, man. I just got a service this week or whatever. I was having a hard time with like my filter went bad on it or whatever. So I had to replace the pump. And the guy's like, I'm gonna give you a 2-stage thermostat. We can start making ice and we can thaw it out from the bottom and you'll have ice every week or whatever. So my machine's like, this thing's up and running again, optimal. I jumped in that thing today, dude. It was like 33 degrees.
Just like get some juice. You don't want me on juice. Next thing you know, I'm gonna show up with a ponytail and a fanny pack. I'm like, yo, brother, what's up? We're going to bio bombs. Like,
start talking like I wouldn't mind that for an episode or so.
You know, I mean, when I used to have a goatee and I was lighter, you know, like weight wise, people like I would dress up as Stone Cold for Christmas and always went over. Not Christmas. I mean, maybe I should for Christmas, but Halloween and would always go over well. I used to go to parties with like a cooler and an Intercontinental belt, and you know, and I found some jean shorts and a vest, and I'm like, yo, like, what's up?
Smash and bruise.
Smash and bruise. What's up?
This year you're gonna be smashing What's it called? Liquid Death.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't even have any here this time. Wait.
No? Oh,
about Topo
man, watch
Chico?
out. Topo Chico. You got to stop drinking that stuff, bro.
I love those too.
It's not good for you.
They just released something about sparkling water. That was a good thing, but forget what they said.
I'll send you some Topo Chico shit later or whatever. But whatever. Without further ado, let's bring in the homie Josh V.
What's up,
guys?
What's cracking, brother?
Not too much, guys. How you been?
Dude's got the smoothest gray hair in the game, bro. Smoothest gray hair in the game. Makes my beard look just garbage, bro.
You got the same thing where you got like one patch going. That's kind of what my hair started with.
Yep. When I first started Biobombs, dude, no lie, it was a single like little streak like this, just a tiny strip. And over the past couple of years, it's just like
more and more stress. It just starts.
That's
going.
it, dude.
Yeah.
It just starts. I'm like, I'll wake up in the morning. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I got a whole other strand of gray coming. Like, how did that happen overnight?
Right?
Oh yeah, you didn't sleep and you woke up in a puddle of sweat last night. That's probably what did it.
Yeah, that sheet's just completely soaked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's a real story.
That's the worst. That's the worst.
Is.
I just bought one of those cooling blankets, so let's see if that helps me out a little bit. And because I don't know yet, they're FSA eligible, they said now. So I'm like, all right, let me spend this money. I got to spend that in a year anyway on it.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be. So it might be total BS, and I'm like, I'm just sweating in it. I don't know.
So this one's a blanket and not the mat.
No, it's a blanket.
Yeah, it's a blanket.
Okay.
Yeah. I had one. What the hell happened to it? I had a couple years ago. Actually, I think it worked pretty well. Nah, man, it's probably, dude. I get new.
It's called the rest cooling blanket. Rest cooling blanket.
That's the one I had, dude.
That's what
I think it worked pretty good, actually. I gotta find that thing. Just like it off the podcast line. I'm going upstairs to the second floor and digging through all my blankets and shit. It's got to be up there somewhere. It's like I like do the switch during like the summertime or whatever, and wintertime where it's like you want to throw a little bit nicer of a comforter on the winter because it's cooler out or whatever. In the summertime, dude, I can't sleep. I need a sheet and like a thin ass comforter, dude. I just, for some reason in the summertime, I work out in the heat during the day. Like I just don't want that shit at all. Come time, like my house is like 64 degrees. Like I run the AC nonstop from when it gets hot, bro. I don't ever.
And then you're still running that thin of a comfort, like that thin of a blanket stuff.
Yeah, dude. I'm sweating right now. I think my AC set to 65 right now in the office, and I'm sweating right now. It just happens because I'm outside in the damn heat all day. It's like 100 degrees out here for like 3 weeks straight now. I feel like we've been on a heat wave since like, dude, it's been terrible, dude. I mean, it's not 100. Wow. It's like the humidity is 100% all the time. Yeah, it's and you know how it is, dude. You work outside or whatever. You do, you know what I mean? When you do dealership work and all that stuff or whatever, it's like, dude, you're in them cars. If you don't get a key by chance, and I'm working in the car without a key, oh, dude, by the time I get out of that car, dude, I'm soaked head to toe, bro. Head to toe.
Especially you're on asphalt the entire time, so it's just radiating.
And it's never like the light asphalt. It's always like the lots with like the fresh black ass asphalt that's reflecting heat onto your feet. You can feel it. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
But you've been doing dealership work for a long time, right?
I was. So I stopped doing that. But I was doing I was doing interior repairs and then and odor removal. But we talked about that at SEMA last year because it was before I ever knew about biobombs at all. So I was using Ozone machines and it was a lot longer of a process. And,
what other interior stuff were you doing?
Repairs. So I would be the guy that would go lay down all the carpet. The plastic mats on the carpets, check for anything that needs to be repaired.
That's my shot, man. That's what we do.
Wow, you guys are in the same lane right there.
Same exact lane, dude.
That's crazy.
A dealer must remove plastic. It's a big deal, bro.
It is. It absolutely is.
It makes a big impact at the dealership. I'm surprised a lot more guys on mobile don't actually do it too.
Like for retail customers or just
I mean even just to deliver a car. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that. It's like a chef's kiss on top of like
it totally is. Yeah, totally is. Especially if you trim it up right, get it all looking.
Yeah. You get the lead like glass.
Yeah, exactly. I think that may be the thing is some guys may go with a really thin mill, and then when they first go to do it, it's a nightmare, and they may be like, I'm good. I don't want to do this.
Bro, during COVID, during COVID, we had a situation where we were running super low on our plastic, dude, and I had to pick up some I'm like, whatever, just give me whatever works, dude. I got the thin mill stuff. I've been laying plaster for 20 years. Yeah, I literally like pulled that shit on the roll. I pulled 3 pieces. I threw it in the trash. I'm like, I can't use this shit, dude. How you can even sell it, I have no idea.
I know.
Paper thin, dude.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's really terrible.
Does someone thinks you should get teal highlights to go with the Quiver theme?
Oh shit!
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea.
Yeah,
When-
that would
when the
definitely get them people stirred up online. Like, what
streak
the
you up
hell
at
is
SEMA
going
this
on
year,
here?
dude.
I dare you to do
Honestly.
that.
The turquoise streak. It'll take. The color will definitely take.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
should
It's
hold in
not
there
like you got-
nicely.
yeah, that's what I mean. It's not you got to like lighten it up or nothing. You got it
Right.
going already.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So funny, dude.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
man.
So, yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about today.
Sure.
What was that? I wanted to ask you, Christian, and we can kind of start with this.
Here we go.
It's kind of I was gonna save it for the fresh AF, but like Christian recently had a whole steamer versus extractor debate I heard recently, and I was wondering how that went and what your position was on steamer versus extractor, because we're here at BioBombs, we're pro steamer here. We're not anti-extractor. However, how did that go, Christian? Because
Well, it wasn't bad, dude. I actually thought we were going to go and swing in a little bit more. We did. If anybody didn't catch it, check it out. It was Nick and Knight this past week or whatever. It was Ivan, me, him, Nick, and damn, I'm drawing a blank off the cat's name. Really, really cool older dude. He's been in the carpet cleaning industry for years. But I mean, everybody was pretty civil. Ivan and me are team steam as opposed to extracting. But I think we were civil about everything. I mean, I didn't change my position by any means, but I learned a lot. The podcast itself was pretty educational. People were bouncing back and forth. But I mean, it's the same thing, dude. I feel like the steamer, like in general, if you got to get to something without creating a big mess, steamer's the best way to go, man. There are certain scenarios where I feel like you have to extract, but I feel like it's far and few between. Back in the day, and Josh, you've been around the game doing it for a while. You remember like the big ass Terminator machines and shit, like the big extract. Sure. It's like that was what you needed back in the day. They didn't have a Mighty. It was like you bought that or you didn't have an extractor. So when we first started our business, we had one, and it was our like, yeah, let us do a demonstration. Like, and they come out to the van, you get this big ass extractor in there, and like we would plug it in and use it for like the demonstration, and then we would never use it again after we got the account, ever again. You know what I mean? Because like it was a pain in the ass, dude. You had to drain the thing. If you didn't drain it, you get mold in it and shit, and then it was a mess. But how do you feel about them?
Me?
Yeah,
I'm kind of 50-50. So I still use them. But that was one of the things that, a lot of guys will go with like the non-heated version. For me, at least, if you're going to do it heated.
Yeah, that's the biggest part of it, right?
100%. Yeah, that's loosening
introducing the
up.
heat. Like what, you have to have the heat.
Yeah. Otherwise, I get the process of just trying to rinse out the chemical, just to get all that going. But yeah, it does. Especially when I first started too, you do that, you'd start in the interior because then you have to put fans in so that it's not soaked by the time the customer's ready to take it.
Right.
So yeah, I think with anything, like especially in the detailing world, it's like try and do the least invasive thing possible. Mm-hmm. And I think a steamer's a much less invasive way of doing it. You're not injecting all the water in the gallons of water into the car.
When you pull out your extractor, you look like you're trying out for the Ghostbusters. I mean, that's so it's like, I'm like, all right, let me get my pack on here.
Yeah.
I used to burn myself.
Oh my god!
I get myself with the steamer every once in a while.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
dude. You know what I mean? Especially around steering wheels. For some reason, it's like I just don't pay attention when I'm blasting wheels, and I'm always cooking like right the inside of like right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit. You know what I mean? Because like top of your hand's fine. It's like those little sensitive spots that you like don't usually clip. Then when you get them, you're like, oh yeah, that hurt.
You feel it. Yeah. For sure.
We all agree though. I think like universally, that like vacuuming, making sure you're removing all the dry dirt as much as possible. That's like the biggest thing to do prior to introducing any type of chemical at all is like get out as much of the dust and the dirt as you can, because dry dirt is dirt, wet dirt is mud, and mud doesn't want to come out.
Absolutely. And especially with like resoiling too. You can extract, make it look perfect on a seat, and then it finally dries. You're like, oh, well, cool. That didn't come out at all. Or
why does it still smell like wet dog in here? I don't understand why.
It can make it worse though too. You got like because you wet all that, it's going to pull back through into the fabric as it dries. You don't notice it. You're like, oh yeah, it looks great. You got to give it to the customer. You're like, shit, the stain's back. Like
I look at it like this, even though it's different extractor. Like when I used to do like industrial cleaning back in the day, I used to work for a company, and it was simple. Like you didn't mop dirt. Why didn't you mop dirt? Because when you did that, it turned the dirt into mud. You know what I mean? So if you're hitting it with the water. It's gonna change the composition of it, and it's gonna make it more difficult. So that's pretty much it. But
100%. Yo, how do you feel about the rip clean? You like that? The extractor shop vac.
Again, you don't have the heater, with it, right?
If you're in a shop, you could always hook it directly up to a
the
hot water sink, which is
true.
nice because that's what I do.
I think it's a great option. So because you don't have to have the giant extractor. You know, you can hook it up just the wet dry vac that you have and get to work with it. So
yeah.
I think it's the build quality on it's good too.
I was going to say, I think the build quality is actually really good. The no hot water part stinks if you're mobile, but like I got a puppy, and obviously having a puppy, they're going to pee in the house or whatever. And for me, it was like, I got the long enough hose on it or whatever, hook it up to the utility sink. She has an accident. I turn my hot water that comes out of my house is like hot, you know? So it's like, so I'm like, you know what I mean? Suck it right up and it's going. I'll use it all day. Yeah. I just can't see busting it out and doing a vehicle and trying to wait for something to dry. I just feel like it's kind of a little bit of a dated practice. There'll be situations where you might want to use it, but
it's something that I need to have.
It's a tool you need to have. That's all.
But it's something that I don't pull out on every car for sure.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
So so Josh, doesn't need an introduction to some of you, we already explained who he is, Josh V, creator on YouTube, detailer, etc. But what you guys don't know about him, which we like to go into the origin story, is
he's dropping the scoop.
My man used to be out there cutting the waves out there, getting the point break, and was a professional surfer back in the day. For that's what I heard. Can you confirm this?
I've always wanted to try surfing, bro.
It's great. Like I'm in a tough spot now. So I wasn't top level or anything, but I did get paid for my sponsors to surf. So that was my primary source of income for when I was 18 to 20, 21. It was great. I got to travel a bunch. I am jaded now, unfortunately. San Diego's like pretty consistent as far as waves go, where you can surf every day. It's not great, but you can surf every day. But when I go now, it's like it's cold, it's really small, it's really crowded. Versus when I was getting to travel and stuff all the time, I'd go to these amazing places, super warm water. I mean, there's these spots in Mexico, on mainland Mexico, that are unreal, like just crazy good waves, 80-degree water. You can't surf in the middle of the day. It's too hot.
Really?
So everyone goes surfs early, and then you go back to the house, just hang out, and then evening comes around, you go back out.
I heard
isn't evening's like feeding time for sharks, man. You wouldn't catch me out there in the evening. I go out in the morning. You ain't catching me in the evening, bro. I'm sorry. You can train me in the morning, teach me in the morning. I'm not going out in the afternoon or in the evening.
Heard Portugal is like killer for waves.
Portugal is home to it's basically all the world records come out of there now. There's a spot called Nazaré, and it's just like Google it, dude. It's crazy. Look up. It's Nazare.
So you could die there too.
My! I don't know how more people don't. It's insane. When it gets big, you can't paddle into them. They're too big to paddle into, so everyone gets pulled in by jet skis. It's insane.
That's crazy.
Really terrifying. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's got to be such a rush, bro.
I'm sure, but that's the thing too, is those big waves, when you're surfing those, like you're going so fast, and it looks like you see the guys drop in and it looks fine and easy, but then you really look at it, and like the amount of chop that they're hitting going through, like they can catch an edge on their surfboard so fast, bury a rail, and then they're done. And like, I mean, it's 80, 100-foot waves come down on you. It's crazy.
I would imagine the same thing as like you deal with, like, we used to do a lot of like like off-road and then like crawling, where like you're going up these super steep fucking, damn it, I dropped the first one. Did that count? Is that the first one?
Yep.
Did it count?
Yep.
I kind of caught myself halfway through. I get too comfortable too fast, man. 18 minutes in, I guess we didn't do too bad. If we count that one, I'll do a giveaway. We got this like swear jar. Whoever curses first got to do a giveaway. I lost last week, and he lost 2 weeks before that. But like the perspective, right? Like you can never. I would be on top of this climb that would be like you could barely walk up this hill to get the camera to look down, and like you get it on video, and it just looks like you're going over this little bump. I would imagine the same thing when you're like, if you're in the way, it's like unless you're in there and you see it over you and around, you just don't feel the extreme sport unless you're just in it and doing it.
It's interesting too. Like GoPro sponsors a lot of surfers, and like if you're in the barrel, the footage looks incredible. But on these giant waves, you can't tell that they're giant at all. It's weird. I'm like, dude, where's the perspective? It's crazy because that thing's gigantic behind them, and it looks kind of normal.
They say like the fall is worse. Like I guess the reef maybe below you can get you, or like is it?
It can, yeah. A lot of times I think especially on the bigger waves, like it's the board will hit you and knock you out, which can happen a lot of times, or on a big wave, like you go down and when you impact the water, you lose all your air, right? Because you're going fast and you hit the water. It's like hitting cement, like until you penetrate it.
Yeah, I've wiped out on a jet ski pretty fast, and you're oof, and like
exactly. It hurts.
Like, y'all don't wear vests.
So like, the big wave, can you guys hear those dings? Sorry, there's notifications coming up my computer. I don't know if you can hear
a little bit. They're not bad.
Okay. I don't know how to turn them off. So
I don't hear.
But yeah, it's the big guys, the big wave guys, like Pipeline in Hawaii is a big, like, that's been one of the places forever. And even some of the best guys in the world now wear helmets and wear inflatable. They either use a vest, like for big waves, they use a vest where they can pull and it inflates, so at least it brings them to the surface.
Okay.
But outside of that, they even have wetsuits that have like foam inserted into panels now, just to help you float.
To help you float. I feel like that's an important safety precaution if you're hitting waves like that, bro. That's
for sure.
Wild.
And that Nazaré place in Portugal, there's so much current going back. It's crazy. That you look it up. It's nuts.
Definitely.
I was at the Madeira Islands like last
did you
year.
retire? You still surf or no?
I still surf, not near, like, I mean, it's honestly, like I said, I'm jaded, and I have 2 daughters, and I was really hoping that they would like surfing, that would kind of get me back out there. But they're like, talking about sharks and stuff. They're like, I don't want to go,
You tried to show them Blue Crush a couple times when they were younger, and you indoctrinated them. Like, play Blue Summer in the car, but like Blue Summer, and see if it worked.
You're like looking back in the mirror, you're like, it's not working.
They're not into it.
That is what it is,
and total opposite. They keep asking me, hey, can we watch Jaws? I'm like, no chance.
It's
like, if you guys watch that, you're never
surfing.
Even for me, like, I'll be out in the water sometimes, like, sunset and everyone else goes in. I'm the last guy out there. Every single time in my head, I hear dun, dun, the stupid thing pops in your head.
We were
freaks me out.
I was out when I first got my jet skis. I had we were like, it was probably in like 06 or something like that. But I had bought like 295 like GSX and GTXs. They're like carbureted. I mean, them things zipped, but like they were nothing but headaches. Like your starter definitely will go all the time on. You have to whack it with a pole while you're riding and get the thing to like unseize it. So you're in the middle of the ocean or whatever, and it's like, what the F, But like there was a time I was going out with my buddy, big ass dude, he's a Marine or whatever, huge dude. We're riding on this little GSX together or whatever because my other ski broke, and we're out there having fun or whatever. We fell off, dude, and I remember, I'll never forget, it was like the sun was going down, and like he's like, yo, like evening time, shark feeding time, right? So like I'm trying to get on the ski, his big ass is trying to get on the back, we're flipping it over, we can't get up, my stomach's hurt, I'm like screaming to him like, just stop, dude, you know what I mean? Like, we gotta get on this, and we're out in the middle of the bay, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get chomped up, man. I say every time for me, if it's nighttime, I'm like, yo, I'm out of here.
Nothing freaks you out like being in the water in the dark, if something touches your feet that you don't know about. Like, yo, what is that?
Dude, I was at the
especially if it feels like a little bite. You're like, oh,
I was at the spot. There's a area in San Diego called Solana Beach. There's a spot called Tabletops, and it breaks out off a reef pretty far out. And then after, like, if you're going from north to south, it breaks there. And then as soon as you go south, the coast turns in, so it goes really deep after that. And I saw a shark out there once, not a big one, but it was under me, like, I don't know, not a big 4 or 5 foot or something like that. It freaked me out. And then a couple years later, that was one of our last fatalities. The guy was training for a triathlon or something, was swimming across that reef, and then went past it to where it got deep, and a great white got him.
No way.
Yeah. So they're out there, but I think with drones and everything too, now people see them way more often. Like, they've always been there, but now they get spotted so much more.
So I can see that.
No great way.
I mean, I guess it's kind of a good thing though, because I mean, I would imagine the beach patrols probably have drones flying on a more regular basis. So for sure, you probably get better notification that one could be near you, or that they're out at the beach or whatever. But
got a question for you: ever see Sublime live?
So Sublime with Rome. A couple of years ago, but once, never the full original band.
No, never original. That's one of the bands I wish I got to see live that I never did.
I would have liked to see Sublime too. That would have been dope.
Yeah, that'd have been sick. So, you're surfing. You're going from the surf to the detail world. It sounds like you were like, hey man, I'm gonna be. I mean, you had the dream of being a surfer. You got far. Like if you're getting paid, if you get paid, you got competitive, right? I mean,
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's an accomplishment in itself right there. That takes a lot of dedication because you got to be strong to be a surfer. You just can't be like, I know the water out here. Stick your finger in there, but like, the wind's blowing this way. Like you gotta know what you're doing. Like you gotta have balance. Like I paddleboard some, and like you gotta have balance for that. I can't imagine the speed that's moving at. The balance you gotta have. Like, do you do like yoga, like to keep balance, or is it like strength, or like what do you do?
No, I think it's just repetition. Like I didn't do any sort of cross training. It was really just going and surfing every single day. It's funny though. Like I would again go surf, and the waves weren't good, and I'd get upset because I want to do certain maneuvers and stuff, and if the waves don't present that opportunity, then you can't do it, right?
Gotcha.
And I would come in, and everyone would be like, "Oh, at least you got exercise." I'm like, I didn't get any exercise because I was so conditioned. I could paddle for miles and miles and miles with and not feel it at all. And now that I don't surf as much, I paddle out and I'm like, oh my God, I guess it was.
The really muscle memory went right out the window, dude.
For sure.
It happens.
It's exhausting. Yeah.
It happens, especially as you get older, dude. Like if you're not using it, you're losing it, bro. Like that's what happens. Because I'm sure you could say like when you do detailing, right? Like there's certain techniques that you use on a regular basis that like it's almost muscle memory, right? Like you get down on your one knee, you do things the same way. You're always leaning this way, you're doing that or whatever. And it's like you flip that around the opposite side and you're like kind of thrown off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yep.
So
that's for sure.
So did you start detailing at 22? Like, was there like you when you were done surfing? By the way, I'm imagining you now when you go to the beach, you're looking like Grandpa Simpson with a surfboard, like going like this at the beach when it's crowded, like just like waving your fist, like
just all grumpy. Yeah.
Damn whippersnappers, I'm out of here. I'm going home right now.
I'm sure they're using like short boards or long boards, whatever. You know what I mean?
Damn boogie boarders out here. Sons of bitches.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, so I was on a trip. It was a place called Puerto Escondido down in Mexico. I was down there for a month and then came back, and my sponsor had dropped their home men's program. And that was my main sponsor. So that was the biggest check every month. And then I was kind of, at that point, I was like, okay, well, I got to figure out something else to do. So I was looking online. This was back in 2004 probably. And I was looking online, and every job paid nothing. Like I didn't have any experience, like anything really usable. So I was like, I'm going to think about it more. I'm going to go surfing and just think about it. And I was driving down, and a mobile detail guy went by me. And I was like, oh, I love cars. I've always run my own business. I looked into that and then started a week later, and then been running it ever since. Yeah.
Was he driving a Ford Transit?
It was before the Transits, dude.
Yeah. Astro van, right? Astro van.
A kind of line 350, maybe 150.
We had an Astro van for years, bro. For years.
Did you?
Yeah, dude. We talked about it on the show before. I can't believe that they don't make any small size vans like that anymore.
What is going on? I know even the Transit Connects and stuff, they stopped.
Dude, the Dodge is gone. The only one you can get, I think, is a Benz Sprinter. I think that's the only small van that's still available.
I thought they got rid of that too. The Metris, I thought they got rid of that too.
I think that actually might be gone now. You said
so. Now the Volkswagen ID whatever is technically, I guess, the smallest thing. But I was looking at those. I was looking online at them because I saw some in England. Looking at online at them here, and they start at $60,000. And I was like, nah, it doesn't make sense to me.
That's really steep.
Yeah, going to England, their cars are much smaller than ours. Like you're seeing like Ford Fiestas around there all the time.
Yep.
Like they're all about the fuel efficiency.
Yep.
You're not going to see a Duramax out there.
No, definitely not, dude. Like there are tons of vans though. Like every single company, like companies I've never heard of, and they have a van that looks like a Transit going by. I was like,
it's the craziest part when you travel, dude. You see all the other models of cars that like never make it to the States, dude. Like I was up at the Clean Garage this weekend. They were doing like a thing for their sale they were having for the year. But one of the kids up there, a bunch of dudes have right-hand drivers up there, but the one kid, like in particular, like was importing a Toyota Helix. Yeah, like diesel, turbo, like just beast of a truck, small,
last forever,
dude. He's like, dude, I've been trying to get it in. It's like on its way over here. I'm gonna get it in the next couple of weeks. And he was like stoked. I'm like, dude, you're like one of the only cats I've ever seen having one of them things on the road ever in the States. You don't see them at all.
I know, it's a bummer too, because that's a frustrating one, because that truck's proven itself. Even like, I don't know what you guys drive now, but like I have an older Tundra. I've got 330,000 miles on it. And then the new ones, they changed to the 6-cylinder turbos. I'm like, I don't know if that's going to last like the other ones.
I don't know either, dude. They swapped it. They did the same thing for like the 4Runner. I think they put the same engine in the 4Runner now or whatever. And like people aren't.
What year Tundra
the same reviews?
Mine's 2007.
Oh,
so I used to sell Toyotas, man. I would tell people all the
time.
Did you? You could run Tundras forever. Like the new ones I can't vouch for, but like
that older 1st gen, 2nd gen, like
they're so good.
Dude, so good. I had a 05 Tacoma. I just got rid of it. Dude, I bought it. I had it for 15 years. I bought it for like 17 grand. I sold it for 14 grand 6 months ago, dog.
That's really,
I mean, I'm not lying to you. Like, I mean, I probably only put 40,000. I think I sold it like 102 or something because I got it when it was pretty low. And with obviously working as much as I do, I don't get a chance to ever drive my recreational vehicles at all.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But like, I put it up for 14. It was gone 3 days.
Immediately.
The best part is it went to a dude like a mile up the street from me, so I still get to drive past his house and see it.
Still see it around?
Nice. But he threw like new tires on it, so got like white wall tires on it now with the white letters and shit. I'm like, nice, dude. He's like taking care of it. You know what I mean? So it makes me feel good.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice when it goes to someone that cares about it.
Yeah. I do miss my system though, because I think it's probably gonna be one of the last vehicles I could have a thumper in. I had like a W7 in there, dude. It was like completely dynamated. It was like as soon as the weather got nice, dude, windows went down and I just turned ghetto. Like I'm blasting whatever, dude. And I'm like in the country and shit now, so I'm blasting shit that I never blasted before, you know. Oh yeah, the whole 9 yards, dude.
Playing
That's
Blue Crush.
awesome.
No,
yeah.
Blue Summer. No, so you went. So you're like, I'm gonna go detailing, and then like, you know, obviously, I'm guessing you started out mobile, or did you like?
Yeah,
you had to wait till you got a rig. So, what was your first mobile rig?
A trailer setup.
Okay.
Which was nice. I especially at that time, it was nice because I had one vehicle.
What were you towing it with?
A Nissan Frontier.
Okay.
So
it worked pretty hard. The older ones are slept on. The older Frontiers are slept on because they got the Nissan name.
I still think though.
Mine was a 2002.
Stick shift?
No, it was actually it was interesting. I wanted when I bought the truck. In order to, I don't remember how I was young, and they were like trying to figure out. I was trying to stick to an exact payment, and back then manuals were cheaper. Nowadays it seems like they're more expensive.
They are more expensive now.
Oh yeah, it's crazy to me. But yeah, it turned out that they couldn't. The one that they thought they had, they didn't have, so they gave me an automatic. They ended up giving me an automatic, which I was happy with for a daily commute.
In Cali, dude, absolutely.
I think traffic gets a little rough.
Yeah, dude, definitely does. What was the Nissan truck before the Frontier? That was the stick shift that they had.
Just the hard body, right?
Yeah,
Nissan hard body.
Yeah,
I think that's what they called it.
Dude, we had one of those from my old job before I got into detailing, and I mean that thing, dude, it would up and go. Like they would act, I mean, and you could like take turns and like fishtail the thing and just, I mean, you would just shift. I had the long shifter or whatever, and you just slam that thing, dude, and it was a work truck, dude. So everybody who drove would just beat the brakes off it, and it never broke. I can definitely say that. I mean, they ran back in the day.
Yeah,
I think Nissan now is probably one of the worst brands that are out there, but
they've done some interesting design choices, it seems like, with some of their cars, like the Juke and stuff like that. It's like the big bug headlights and stuff on it,
Dude, there's 0102's Maximas when they did that rebuild of the Maxima, and they had that kind of like sporty look for the first time before they bubbled them out. They still kind of had a little bit of a square body to them, and those things, like, they would zip, dude. I mean, they were like decent cars, and then after that, dude, they just fell apart. It's like Rogues, and the Pathfinder went downhill, and the Armada I don't think was anything special. Sorry to anybody who's rocking a Nissan.
Yeah, I know, right? I know. The Pathfinders back in the day were cool.
They were awesome.
Way back then, they were great.
Absolutely, dude. I mean,
I feel like Nissan took a downhill turn like mid 2000s.
Yeah. They never recovered either, dude. And the worst part that blows my mind is they killed their commercial fleet program too before like anybody. So like they got rid of like the MV200s. I'm still rocking the MV. I think we got a 17 or whatever right now is like the newest one that we had or whatever. But I mean, they like those vans, they replaced the Astro van, and like Chevy killed the Astro van, and then they had this giant commercial fleet and they just killed it.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, what's that truck? Is it Slate? That electric like little truck that's supposed to be coming out?
Yeah, I think it's Slate.
That looks interesting to me. I wish it was still internal combustion, but it looks like an interesting cheap option.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
It's like that, and then like what are little China trucks, little flat bodies or whatever they're called? I forget the name of them or whatever. People import
You mean the
them.
ones from Japan?
Yeah,
Oh,
little tiny, they're little tiny pickup trucks.
They're the kit trucks you could import or something like that.
There's a cat in Jersey, man. That I forget.
Someone's
gonna
know what that is.
But they flip them, like they buy them, import them like all day, and they got 20, 30 of them out on the lot at all times. And they just
with the flatbed in the back.
Yep.
But those don't. You couldn't take those on the freeway though, could you?
You can. I wouldn't feel that safe doing it.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's a very small cab, dude. I mean, like I don't even like me and Gaffrey and like you couldn't sit 3 in the front of that thing if we wanted to. You know what I mean? But again, from a utility perspective, if you're a contractor or whatever, dude, and you just need to throw some shit on the back of the truck, it's a flat body. You don't have to throw it over the cab or nothing like that. You just put your shit on, strap it up. They're pretty badass. I think you can get them 15, 20 grand. You know what I mean? Like brand new, like to your door.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you, Josh. That I got someone hit me. They want to know about your upcoming pressure washer.
Yeah.
And how loud is it going to be? Because loud pressure washers are annoying or something. So.
Yeah, the whole goal is to try and make it as quiet as possible. So we're in the process. Like right now, it's induction motor. Induction motors are traditionally quieter anyway. Throughout the whole process, I have found some induction motors that are quite loud. The Active 2.3 is loud for an induction motor. At the same time, it gets insane. Like that's a great unit. And when I say loud, I mean like I think some people stray away from that. It's loud in the sense of an induction motor, like in that, like if you compare that to like an AR630, it's loud, but like to like a Ryobi, it's kind of a similar thing. It's a higher pitch. It's loud in that
higher pitch, category. Right?
Yeah, yeah. But that's a great pressure washer. But with mine, the whole goal is to try and make it as quiet as possible. So the initial build of it's good, and then the rest of it will come down to housing and trying to silence it, working with the balance of trying to keep it like enough airflow through the thing and all that kind of stuff. So it's a balance. But yeah, the goal is to make it nice and quiet.
That's what's up.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I dig that, man. That's quiet. Pressure washers are nice. So, see, I think I see some detailers catch them, riffraff, like being in a neighborhood about their pressure washer and stuff going off. There's not a lot you can do about it. You know what I mean?
It's interesting. So for my mobile business, I always run a generator too. And
it's
so
louder.
I feel like the generator's louder, especially if you're rocking a vacuum with that or whatever. Then you get the generator and the vacuum going. You know what
exactly.
I mean?
It's ramping up.
Out the back doors. Like if you're standing behind the van or whatever, you cannot talk to somebody back there.
Exactly. So and even like the quiet ones, like the inverter generators, they're quieter for sure. But I feel like all the tests are done when they're like not under load. Then you add a load to it, and they do. They're still quieter than the non-inverter generators.
They definitely turn up though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Inverter generators are nuts, though. I mean, like that Predator 3500 is. I mean, the fact that they're still making that thing and Honda hasn't filed their suit and won yet just blows my mind, bro.
That is and that one I like
might be related to someone on Honda or something like that. Someone's brother-in-law, maybe.
Possible.
Who knows?
I like that one because it's got the the push to start.
Yeah,
like when you go to the 2000, you got to pull and all that. The electric start's incredible.
Have you messed around with the 5,000 watt or whatever they got now?
Not yet. No.
Propane as well.
No, I haven't yet.
So I was thinking about swapping it out, right? So like I always get the warranty over at my Harbor Freight, and they're great, dude. Like I've gone through like 2 or 3 of them because like if my like battery goes dead on it or whatever, I'm like I'm still under warranty. Like I'm taking this thing back, getting a brand new one, and they don't care because they know me up there or whatever. Like as long as you buy a new warranty, like I don't care. So like every couple of years, before the warranty's up, I just bring that thing back. Yeah, just swap it out. They don't care. Buy another warranty and you're good to go. But I was talking to the guy the other day. He was like, "Did you try the new one yet?" He's like, if this one gives you a hard time or whatever, you should really come back and try to get the 5,000. Like, you think it'll fit your van? Blah blah blah. And I was looking at it. I'm like, man, I want that thing bad just to try it. Because you know what I mean? It's an extra 1,500 watts or whatever, like steady. I'm sure, like putting a load on it. I mean, the 3500 handles the Metrovac fine, which is what we use in the vans. You know what I mean? I think that's probably one of the most compact, heavy hitting vacuums that's out there
100%
for a van setup.
Yep.
Like
the other option, like what I'm running right now in my truck setup, is a Furman that you can get at Costco and things like that.
Okay.
And it's loud. So there's a couple of things I don't like. I did a side-by-side comparison. The Furman is louder than the Predator. Okay. And then the other thing, it's push to start, but like for the inverter to kick in, like you start it and then it's like a good 15, 20 seconds before the panel lights up and you can actually power anything. And that's it's not
a pain in the ass.
It's a pain. Yeah. Like some people are like, oh, it's 15 seconds. Who cares? I'm like, no, dude, when I'm trying to get to work, so annoying.
Right. Or if you then you're like, oh, I'm not going to turn it off. I'm going to just let it run at idle or whatever, because I don't want to have to go through the 15 seconds again. Because I know when I go around the other side of the car, something's going to happen, whatever. I have to flip it back on again or whatever. Yeah, I would feel
exactly.
the same way.
Yeah. The one reason it works really well for me is that instead of like the Predator, right, the exhaust on one side and then the panels on the other, this one, the exhaust is on the back and then the panels on the side. So for my truck setup, the way I have it vented out, it works for that. So that's why I deal with it. But
yeah. Yeah, that's the biggest pain in the butt for the setups for mobile vans and stuff like that. Is like you have to have the exhaust out the rear, and then if you want to access the machine, you got to like go around the side door in most cases and reach in. If you got a panel up, then you got to like pull it out and look kind of in front. You know what I mean? It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, totally.
Had the active and gave it away. All right, Eddie. All right,
I know.
Eddie.
What up?
It's too loud for him. It's too loud for him.
Yeah,
the active's loud.
Yeah,
I hear you. So, I do want to ask you a question. All right, next question. So I always like to ask this question. Quiver, what was the inspiration behind the name?
So like again, surfing related.
I knew it was gonna be something like that.
Yeah, makes sense now. All makes sense now.
Yeah. So you have I have a Quiver at home, and it's basically all the different boards that I have. So like again, for big waves, like you're at a giant board with totally different dimensions than you would for a smaller mushy wave versus a smaller barreling wave. So like it's like golf clubs, right? You have a different iron for each situation, and with surfing you have your Quiver of boards for whatever situation you're going to be surfing.
So it's like it's a quiver of boards. So that's
okay. So with the brand, it was Quiver so that you have a tool for every situation that you need when you're detailing.
Okay, so there's some thought that went in behind this. Okay.
Yeah.
Not as much as me deciding to come up with the name Biobombs and then worry how you're going to ship shit.
Yeah.
Just didn't really think about it.
Dude,
it works.
I'm like alliteration. It's the best thing ever. You know what I mean? I'm like Biobombs. People will love it. It's catchy, whatever. And then next thing you know, I'm like, I really don't want to brand my boxes. Like, as much as I want to, I really don't want to brand boxes. Because it's like it's just red flag city, you know what I mean? Like, what the hell is Biobombs and shit? The next
gotta get you that pre-check,
Yeah, right.
But going through the airport to see me like just with plain clothes on and just packing the Biobomb stuff before you get through security.
Nope, you already know it. I'm going fully strapped this year.
Yeah, just don't have the sample bars on you that look like bricks of drugs.
I know.
You know what I mean? You're like, what is this? Heavy grape.
I was bringing, I bought some bars out. I wanted to have Eddie test some stuff or whatever, and I got them raw. When we had them made up, they weren't wrapped up or whatnot. So I had them wrapped in like a bag. It looked like a brick, and it was like taped up or whatever. And I had it in my carry-on. So like as I went through and they're patting me down, I was just watching the guy that right of me, like they're pulling me in there. There's no way. There's not. 100%. Yeah. I got a shirt on with an earth that's got a wick coming out of the top of it. And so what the hell is this kid doing? So I get out of the thing and they're like over there, and I walk over and the guy's looking. I'm like, dude, it's not what you think. I'm like, they're air freshener bars, and he like opened the bag up and he started smelling them. He's like, all right, you're good to go. You know what I mean? But guy was like, what are you doing? I'm like, dude,
the guy's probably looking at it from the machine like this. He's like,
no one's that stupid, right? Like,
I'm sure some of those guys have seen stuff though that they're like,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny.
I can only imagine. Yeah, that's crazy. So, okay, that's cool. I like it. So
I gotta ask real fast. I don't want to cut you off, Gaffrey, but going from detailing mobile with the trailer, what got you in the dealership work? And do you feel that dealership work is a lane that more mobile detailers need to try to capitalize on?
Yeah, like you know how it is, man. When you're able to get those accounts where you go through and you walk the lot and you have the rapport with them and they just let you go do your thing. Dude, you can make so much money doing that.
What were you charging to do your interior stuff, if you don't mind asking?
It kind of ranged depending on the dealership.
But where were you, like roughly?
35 to 65, a flat rate per car.
You're dead on where we are, dude.
That's it. Okay,
and you would just do volume, right? I mean,
exactly.
It's a volume game at that point.
You get those days where like COVID was different. That's when I stopped. It was COVID. Like no one could get cars, and then I was well,
I was such a bad.
And the YouTube was taking off at that point too. So it was kind of like, where do I put more effort in? But yeah, there was times you go. Usually I would go twice a week, and there was weeks where each time I go there'd be 15 cars each time. And you're like, dude, You're there a couple hours,
Yeah, dude. You can go to another dealership and bang out another 15, and
Absolutely.
your day's halfway over, and you're like, I can go do another account right now if I wanted to.
Yep, absolutely.
I try to tell guys all the time, dude, they got to do it. As if you're a mobile detailer and you got dealerships around you, there's like no harm in just popping in and being like, yo, just want to give you the heads up. I'm down the street. You guys ever need anything? You run into a pinch, you got guys to call out, or you have a situation you might not be able to have your guys be able to take care of. Give me a call. I'll be more than happy to come down and show you what I can do. And like, you just get a little in. And then it's oh yeah, call them guys.
For me, my foot in the door was odor removal. Like, so I didn't start off doing the full lot. I kind of got in just by odor removal. Like, hey guys, let me walk the lot for you. I'll let you know. And that wasn't the most lucrative in the sense, because I would go walk they didn't know me yet. So I'd go walk the entire lot.
Then you have to
let them know, hey, this one smells. Yeah.
Right, you have to come out and check to make sure it really still smells and whatever.
And sometimes they're busy, so you're waiting around. It's like,
that's the worst, dude.
Were you using an ozone machine?
Yeah, back then, yeah. I know.
He sets you up for that shit.
Crowd doesn't like that,
man. You walked
man.
right into that shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
nothing better than that.
Didn't know any better back then, you know. It's all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
exactly right.
People don't realize. I knew that before I even got involved in the bio bombs about how bad the ozone smell could be. And like, you walk into a car, like, you want to talk about one of the toughest odors to fight? It's ozone burn.
Like, yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if you can. Like, I don't want to say nothing's possible, but like,
it's like it permeates in the. Yeah,
you need
for
like
sure.
6 bio bombs to break that bad boy. Like, it's tough. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but that's crazy, man. So that's so you're using ozone, and that was working on, and you were just going in, but so you're going and doing the sniff test of these cars, like, yo, smells like Taco Bell.
Yeah, totally. And then the frustrating part with that too is like some of the used car managers, you know, they come out like I don't know, car dealership, a lot of them smoke. You know, so like I'll be like,
their nose is shot right out the gate.
Doesn't smell. Yeah, exactly.
Like, dude, you smell like Marlboros. What are you talking about? You haven't smoked a cigarette when you walked outside. I'm outside in fresh air with you, and you're wafting Marlboro onto me right now. Like,
dude, you don't know, like, dude, it follows you. Like, I let a friend borrow a car, and he swears he didn't smoke in my car. It still smelled like he smoked in my car because it was just on him, and I'm just like, yo, bro.
Yep. Well, it's probably on his fingers, and he's touching the steering wheel, dude. People don't realize that's where so many odors get stuck in.
Like an old school velvet jacket that was just absorbing the smoke. You know what I mean? So that's what it was. But
he's like rubbing it on your seat. It's just transferring.
Just
right
getting all comfortable in there. 45-minute drive each way. Like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and you had to help your homie out. So you know what it is. I like what you said though about rapport, because when I talk to detailers about the dealership opportunity, the biggest thing that they're afraid of is building that rapport and building that relationship, and the rejection they might face. And or listen, I know my dealership guys out there, those dudes are sharks. They're going to try you on for size. So you got to be well versed in the I'm not playing that game. I'm not paying that. And you got to be willing to walk away. That's how they'll test you. And you know what? Sometimes they'll come back because they'll learn that lesson of doing that cheaper option. I'm like, damn.
Oh, yeah.
And that'll cost me twice. You got to let them learn that lesson. But that's the biggest thing that I think keeps a lot of people from getting that dealership relationship going on, is the intimidation of building that relationship and having to build that rapport. Because I used to see Christian do it before I was involved. Bonds, like, you know, he was one of the vendors at the dealerships. I knew him before that, but like, he was there, and like, he would bring in, like, you know, especially if it's one of his good clients, like every Christmas, there'd be like, you bring something to him, right?
Yeah, man.
You know, and
we did ice cream trucks and shit.
Did you do chocolate covered bacon one year, or was that someone else?
Yeah, no, I did all that stuff, dude.
I stole that.
I stole that
from my boss and destroyed that chocolate covered bacon. I would give me all that.
You got to do that stuff. It makes sense, right? Think about it. You're whacking a bill on somebody's desk for $550. You're at the dealer for 3 hours.
Yeah,
at best. You know what I mean? It's like you're doing that once a week, twice a week, or whatever. Like, I'm taking care of you. Christmas in July, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Like, hey, halfway through the year, man, I just want to say thanks for whatever. Go grab lunch on me or whatever. It goes a long way.
There's certain. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Gaffrey. Go ahead.
I was going to say, there's certain guys you're going to run into, and they're going to reveal themselves to you, and they're going to be the dudes that are cheap, that don't want to pay anything. You don't want those guys anyway.
Right? Exactly.
You don't want them because they're going to nickel and dime you, trying to get you to do everything for the least amount of money. You don't want those dudes.
Yep.
I didn't work for a guy like that, thank goodness. But I do know there are people like that.
Even like, especially when you're starting out and you don't have the full lot yet, and you're kind of doing piecework for them, and the only cars they want to give you are the ones that are completely destroyed.
I know.
You're like, dude, you got to give me some others to level this out. It's like,
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm not here to do that one for a price for
So
you.
I got to ask you this too. I guess means you did the detail work and you were doing kind of the plastic stuff. Have I met my first? Do I have my first supporter of black dye on carpets? Did you ever dye carpets or no?
Yeah, I did. I actually did in
Wow.
those situations.
I'll
yeah,
drop
yeah,
the F-bomb for that one. F yeah.
especially like for us out here. Sometimes, you know, like certain interiors, certain carpets, like it's really hard to get certain things out.
Right.
Sand or dog hair, whatever. Some of them like it just does not release.
That little coating on top, man.
Yeah,
it's like the chef's kiss.
Totally is. Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
Absolutely.
That's what's up,
Yeah.
Josh. I knew you were
Christian's
gonna be
like
supportive,
black
bro.
dye.
I'm just
Sounds
so
like a
happy,
party to me.
dude. I'm telling you,
black
I've
dye
been
party.
catching shit on this for a year. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you know
Yeah.
what? Josh probably messed with black dye before.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, for
That's
sure.
what's
Dude, you're not
That's
going to
what's up.
replace the whole damn carpet for like this one little spot. Of
Right.
course, you're going to black dye. Nobody in a car dealership world is replacing the whole damn upholstery for like that thing right there. Like, you know,
Yep.
Well, like going back on the guys being able to grab work at the dealerships, right? Like, what were you charging for odor removal? $75, $100?
No, I was at I think I was doing 125.
Okay, so there
Again,
you go.
it was a long time ago, but yeah, I think it was 125.
But I'm saying, like, 125.
and you were using
for
the
that.
thing that works half the time with those.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, like, did you do like heel pads and burn holes and shit like that too on the carpets or no?
At that time, no, but then
Okay.
yes, yeah. Once
Yeah,
I
but
started,
dude, I
then
mean,
I do the vinyl.
Again, right? It's like you can jump online, you can buy vinyl heel pads for $2 a piece. You know what I
Yep.
mean? You get yourself quality glue, whether it be Gorilla Glue, whatever it is, and literally you tack it, you let it give it 30 seconds to a minute to get tacky, put a weight on top of it or whatever, keep something pressed on it, go do a couple other cars, come back. If you go to lay plastic on it, flip a piece upside down so it don't pull the adhesive on it, drop that on top of that one, and you can whack
Good
the
to go.
dealership for that too, dude.
Yep,
Burn hole
absolutely.
repairs, all that stuff. I mean, burn hole repairs, I tell guys all the time, that's the easiest fix ever, man.
Dude, the
You gotta
velour,
burn-
like just misting it on there and blending it in, it's
perfect, dude. And
yeah.
even if you don't want to go that route, dude, I mean, you can cut a piece of carpet from up underneath the foot pedals where like
Right.
no one's ever going to see it, put it on
Yep.
your knee or like right on your thigh and just shave it back and forth, pick them fibers up, put a little glue, drop them right in, a little tappy tap. Burn hole's gone, dude.
Yep,
Especially if you got that black dye, give a little coating on top. You can't even tell where it was at, bro. But I'm saying again, it's all revenue streams, right? And it's like for guys who like are looking to kind of get and build themselves up a little bit more, I feel like it's a really good lane that I don't think enough guys are in.
It totally. That was a big change for me. Like, again, because the amount of time you're there for what you're billing out. The only downside I would say,
almost guaranteed, right? Like on a weekly basis too, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
People get intimidated by the billing too. The dealerships are going to take a little bit of time to get the billing going, and you just got to accept that's how it is.
That's fair.
People get intimidated by that, but it's normal. You got to be looking at like a 60-day turnaround time sometimes, and once you get in the system, it's quicker.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's just you have to get in the system. That's a big thing I hear people say. Like they take forever to pay me, you know, and
they pay. They never
pay.
They will pay.
They always pay. You're not going to put them in collections.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
What's the one downside you were saying?
Is manager turnover. I feel like they kind of balance.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a very valid point because you got to rebuild that whole relationship again. You're like, oh, great. Somebody else.
The good side of it is like, if you didn't have the account that they went to, they usually bring you along.
That is true. That is true.
So you can almost as long as you can keep that one account, then you can double up a lot of times. But
yeah, you got to get the used car manager cell phone number. You got to shoot him text messages here and there. Say thank you for the work, whatever. That way, when he's not there, you're like, oh shit, Mike, where'd you go, man? Like,
yeah,
I love hanging out. You know, you're a great guy to work with. Blah blah blah. Oh, I just went up to Honda or whatever. Come see me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There's two types. Take it from a guy who did
like
almost 9 years on a used car lot. There's two types of used car managers: cheap and not cheap. The cheap guy, he's got to reveal himself real quick if he gets put on, if he's the new manager, because he's gonna come out to be like, I don't need your services anymore. Like, okay.
Yeah, totally. Yep.
F you very much. And then go on to the next one. And then when that guy's gone because he doesn't put any money into his cars and he doesn't make any sales because he will be gone, then you'll come back and get that account again.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's happened for Christian and you many times.
So many times over the past.
You just got to weather the storm with the dealership. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
totally.
I think, you know, that's just something that's normal. I want to ask you this though, being on the sales side of things, when you first started using Ozone machine, did you ever learn the lesson I learned when I first was introduced to Ozone? You walked into a car after treatment was done and you were like, whoa, I think I just lost 20 brain cells.
No, I knew that going into it.
No one told me.
But then still, no one told you.
He's still damaged.
I wasn't detailing.
To this day.
I wasn't
Yeah,
detailing. They just like
Yeah.
go get it from show this guy that's used Honda with a bullet hole in it, and bring it down to this bad credit customer. It's getting washed in a detail department. I get in the car, like, what's this cylinder looking machine? Get this out of here. I'm like, what is it?
Yeah.
You know, like, dude, I was like, why am I lightheaded? I'm like, is there a hole in the floorboard? Like, what's going on? Like, I had no idea.
You thought it was just exhaust coming through.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, this car's a piece of crap. So
yeah, totally. Yeah, no, I was always good about airing them out, but still, even then, you air it like, you know, with like when you do get in that case of like the ozone burn smell, yeah, you go in there and you're like, God, dude, you still feel it a little bit. You know, you got to let that thing.
Yeah.
And for us in California, I don't think we can get machines anymore.
Yeah.
Right. I think they outlawed them.
People ship them in, but
yeah,
you know,
sure. But technically,
yeah, I kind of came hard at someone on the BioBombs Facebook account in a respectful way. They said BioBombs and they put like a $40 Amazon thing, and I was like, we will beat the brakes off that thing every day, all day. It was like a $40 Amazon Ozone machine special.
Yeah,
I was like,
no.
I was like,
I wouldn't trust keeping that thing plugged in inside of a car for an half hour and walking away. Like, truthfully,
set it on fire.
Yeah,
that's just because there's so many like bullshit products on Amazon nowadays or whatever. If you're not careful, dude, you can get yourself some crap and get in a lot.
The pressure washer game's crazy on Amazon. Like, it'll be just any generic, like, just they're all the same, but they're listing 4,000 psi, 3 gallons per minute. You test it, you're like, dude, this thing's getting nothing. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, they can just list whatever they want.
That's why Amazon.
It's almost like the Wild West out there, man. With Amazon nowadays, you can just make whatever claims you want. I mean, China steals everybody's proprietary shit. Next thing you know, someone's got a really good product or whatever, and 3 weeks later, it's already up on Amazon, and they're flipping it for 50% of what somebody put their work into do.
Yeah, I was looking up Tornador on Amazon, and it was hilarious because sometimes it would default to Tornado, and I swear there's a brand out there just said their name's Tornado, and they're just making money
because it's like Tornado.
And they're just making and I'm like, what's Tornado? I'm like, Tornado? The fuck? I'm like, no,
wow.
I was just kind of looking.
Somebody's gonna come out with Quiver with an ER and shit on.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
So speaking of Quiver, I wanted to ask you the inspiration behind starting Quiver, because we asked you to name, like, and I did some research, saw a couple of your episodes, and you kind of talked about it a little bit. But what's the inspiration behind starting Quiver?
So I love pressure washers. Like, initially, it's all been based off the pressure washer, right? That's been the main goal across the board. That process is so long. Like, even now, like, I've got, like, I have one that I've been using, but the flow is a little too high, so the foam production is not as good out of the foam cannon. So I'm trying to, it's just a long process.
You're not one that's going to settle for like, it's okay.
Yeah, and it's hard. Like, there's other pressure washers that are coming out that are great. So it's like it makes it even more like a guy. Like,
raising the bar.
Yeah. I don't want to hit a double. I want to hit a home run with this thing.
Absolutely.
I want it to be everything that I want it to be. So, so it's been a process there. I love pressure washers, and I thought to myself, like with all the research I've done, it's just, that was kind of a natural progression for me to go into and start working with pressure washers and things like that. So so that was the main thing there. And then on the chemical side, because of the House of Rags, they had their blending all set up. So it was before they even had their blending shop set up. Exactly. But Eddie and Jamie reached out to me like, hey, we can put you in contact with our chemists and this whole thing. So I was like, cool, let's do it. It was a good thing where I was able to create like the exact product that I want for my personal needs. And it's just, and that's all it's been. Like, I just create something that.
So you were involved in the development of the product,
Oh yeah, totally. Like,
because I feel like not enough people hear that piece of it, or they choose to ignore it, because you'll hear like,
it's just a white label.
His name on it. It's just a white label. And guys like I've met you, I've met Pan. I know those dudes will not know what's going on in a product with their name on it. They will not do that because their name's important to them. So 100%. I always find out wow when people say that.
Brand.
Yeah, it's your brand. Like,
years ago, people would ask me, "Hey, are you going to come out with a chemical line?" And I was always relatively against it because I didn't want to go that. I didn't want to just like, there was great companies and the products that I would use that I could put my name on and have my own. And I didn't want to. I didn't want to go that route. I was like, no, it's already out there. Why would I?
Yeah,
like just
it's a lot of risk,
get
dude.
that
I
one.
mean, you got to. I mean, you have a killer thing that you built just from content creation. I mean, I think you cater to more than just detailers, which is what I think has gotten you so much of your popularity and your growth that you've had. Obviously, you're consistent. You put stuff out all the time, but like that's a pretty big risk to take, right? Like, I mean, Pan did it. He took a pretty big hit off the beginning. Did he handle it the best way? Probably not. You know what I mean? In retrospect or whatever. But you know, you live and you learn in situations. But I don't think. I mean, you've had a lot more positive feedback from doing it, I think, than you know maybe Pan had to deal with. So like, you know, you're blessed for that, dude. I mean, every review I've seen, everybody talks about how great Quiver stuff is. I haven't had a chance to use any of it personally yet or whatever, but I'm spoiled. I don't wash my vehicles and I don't drive them half the time or whatever anyway. You know what I mean? I just don't have the time.
I could tell you that Godfrey the detailer will be using a Quiver cannon.
Good deal.
You know?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask you, have you been watching the foam cannon games?
Yes. So I've been watching the clips on Instagram and watching the whole thing through that. So it's been great. It's really entertaining. Dude.
It's a killer idea. You know,
it is.
Episode 3 next week, guys. Quiver and Active are going head to head. You know,
are you guys thinking about doing a because how many are involved in it this time? 6-ish?
I think it was
from the get.
And there was more than that. But there was people have been eliminated. It's Hunger Game style, so you can send a tribute to it if you want. Like guys, you can send some soap to it. Like you can. Somebody wanted to be brought back into the games. One of the representatives of their cannon, so they challenged Viking, and Viking broke, so they got disqualified. And the N2 Big Mouth got back into the game.
I didn't know N2 got back in.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow! And he survived this round by his chinny chin. And it's been, but you know, the top Active almost got eliminated. It was 0.5 away from getting eliminated. And Active and Quiver seem to be the 2 top contenders right now. But that could change because a judge could come in and be like, "Nah, I'm not feeling that." You know, and they can ask, "Hey," to the head game master, which is Carla Spotless. You know, all you guys know her, and say, "I want you to do this test with the cannon." Last week I was surprised at the actual accuracy of the amount of liquid that you put in there. Like you would pour it in and it was off. Like Blackline was off by a whole 200 milliliters, I think. Like, so
wow,
it was like that, you know, they got eliminated. Blackline and Bruggs just got mollywopped last week. So it was over for them. But, when I was looking at it, I don't know, the design was weird. It reminded me of like the old school sports bottles you could take at the gym, right? It's just skinny, round. The one was like, oh, I'm gonna be like Blackline, but I'm gonna make myself purple. And now they're bringing out a whole new one that looks completely different. Bruggs is, but the actual measurement of the liquid, I was surprised. Like we would take 800 milliliters and then pour it in there and then see if it measured the same. And a lot of them were off. I was really surprised. So a lot of them lost points for that. So
I didn't see that part of it. Mine was spot on. Right? Like for my test, it's like spot on.
I think it was pretty damn close.
Okay.
Don't correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure if I got that wrong, I'm gonna get a nanosecond text from Carla.
Yeah,
Carla's gonna be like this. She's probably already hit me on the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, it's I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, tune in this week. Like, you know, you're more than welcome, Josh, to tune in. Everybody else, you know, it'll be on YouTube, on Spotless's YouTube, and Spotless by KGM, and I believe 2 p.m. West Coast time, 5 p.m. East Coast time. So yeah, it runs about an hour, hour and a half, but it's been pretty interesting. It's putting everybody through the rigorous test. There's we purposely set it up so people weren't there that were like, can push their brand through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
We have an Aaron from Phoenix EOD on this week as a judge. He's always a great time.
Always a great
time. He's brutally honest. And we're gonna have Infinite Auto Detailing. He'll be on this week as well. So stand the man.
I just saw Kiev commented. Are you guys gonna have Kiev on for that at all?
It's actually not a bad idea.
I mean, we might get in contact. Kiev, hit me up. We'll set it up. We'll make it happen, brother.
That's you need to have him in the final episode.
But here's you got to have a great internet
drop test across all of them.
Yeah. He's definitely a drop test, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We'll definitely we'll hit Kiev up for sure. But you know, we could get another judge in there. Drop test to Keith. Yeah, I like that. So that'd be interesting. So yeah. So you've been watching it. So you liked it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought you were gonna be like, yo, that sucks, man.
He said he cost too much.
He cost too much. Yeah. Well, listen, we'll pay you 2 Snickers instead of 1. Don't worry. 2 Snickers instead of 1.
Funny.
So.
All right. Well, listen, man. It's about that time, right? We got to get into this little fast, fresh AF round, whatever the heck we call this thing now. I don't know if you experienced this yet, but it's going to be a good one. So where the hell they put this at? Why does everything change in StreamYard every time I get in here every week?
I know.
Fresh AF, boy. Fresh AF, boy. All right, let's do it.
So, favorite BioBar air freshener scent?
I would go Fresh AF because the spray has been like, I love the spray and I'm used to that scent from that. So for the bar as well.
You like the finish with the spray? Do you like, I mean, I'll use the bathroom and use the spray. Like it's kind
of all over the place.
For the car.
For me, for the car, so we have a Kia Telluride and I had to transport some boxes of products. So I saw stuff on my side as well, right? And I had Kokemi reactive rust. It was either reactive rust remover or magic wheel cleaner, which both have that iron remover ink. So they're stinky, right?
Yeah.
And for some reason, it's kind of the odor stayed in the car. And I aired it out as much as I could, but then just spraying that in there made it like it was. Is there an odor removing additive to that at all, or is it just?
It's minor. It's minor, but I think the scent itself, the blend of the way the scent is, it has a tendency to like wash some stuff out. And I think that's kind of what
I think it's good for resetting your nose, kind of too. Like when you're smelling something else, you know.
It was probably a combination of airing it out, so it was probably dissipating, and then that in there. But it was like, cool, I can drive the car like it was no issue anymore. Versus before, I was like, man, it freaking stinks in here.
So, Gaffrey, where's the clap at on the soundbite when you need to put the clap in?
Oh, my bad. You mean the applause?
Yeah.
The clap. You don't want the clap. The clap.
I'm not saying the clap.
No, I mean the clapping's bad. It's just like, you know, it's a horrible sound effect, the clap. But so rinseless or not?
Yeah, I think there's definitely space for definitely a place for it, and I do use it. It's not my go-to like for my main wash or anything like that, but there's definitely a place for it.
Okay. Did you see Eddie's video where he finally admitted that there is times when you shouldn't use rinseless, or did you miss
No, I did not know. I did not see that one.
It was the best video I've seen Eddie do because it was the realest I've ever seen him be yet. Finally, he's like, I'm finally saying it. There has come the time. I'm showing you this video. It's like, you can't use it on this. And it was like mud and shit. I'm like, oh, he finally admitted it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. There's situations where like a car's not bad and it's in the garage and I'm out doing mobile work and it's on a rainy day from one of my clients that I'm out every week regardless. Mm-hmm. So I'll do it in the garage using rinseless and it's great. You know?
All right.
So
one of the most important questions is Crocs or not?
In what I have one pair that I've had ever around the house. It's comfy. I know a lot of detailers use them even when I was in England.
Will you wear them? Will you wear them in public? This should be the question that needs to be.
No, I won't.
That's what matters. There's a lot of cats that don't care that just wear them in public.
Yeah,
they got the little charms on them, like they're going full bore. You know,
I'm full sending it. I'm rocking my Crocs and I'm proud. Check out my whatever pin.
Whatever.
Right.
But whatever clip-on thing they have.
Yep.
All right, so this one I love is when you take a Lyft or Uber, are you a front seat or back seat person? Meaning the front seat and the back seat are both viable options, okay? You can get in there. You know, you're not forced into the front seat because of the number of people. Are you sitting in the front seat or are you sitting in the back?
I'm not afraid to sit in the front seat. I will do it. Yeah, I will do it. It depends on
the
person, I guess, really. If they're cool, I'm like, I'm bobbing in with you.
Yeah. God, I think he's positioning this question different every week. At first, it was like, oh, if you're with 3 of your homies, will you get in the front? And like,
I don't want people to be ready.
Yes.
You know,
everyone was saying yes. So now he's like changing it to, well, there's no real rhyme or reason.
So there's like, 2 people in the back, and you could fit 4 in the car. There's 3 total people. 2 sit in the back. 3 sit in the back, or 2 sit in the back and 1 sit in the front.
I'm not thigh-in with both of you 2 in the middle of the car if I could sit up front. I'm just not.
Yeah.
The warmth of another man's thigh, I don't need on me unless I absolutely have to.
For full context here, our guest Flex Wash last week, Eric, also used to Uber, and he said I'm not doing it because when I was driving and you were getting in my front seat. I looked at you awkward as I took my newspapers out and all that stuff. And I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Why is this guy getting in the front seat?"
It made sense.
That's a very good point. But like, honestly, like if I'm going to the airport and it's just me, I'm ordering an Uber just myself. And if the person seems cool, I'm like, dude, let me help you out. I usually talk to them anyway.
I'm the same way, bro.
Yeah. So I'll go
nice.
first.
Gaffrey just wants to drive me, you know? That's all. He's like, I'm paying for this ride. I'm sitting in the back.
I'm a king. Drive me.
Mind turning the AC up for me a little? Turn the volume up 3 notches for me.
Can we class this Kia Forte up a little bit, please?
Yeah.
Actually, when we got back from England, so it was the whole family. So we had to book an Uber XL or whatever to get all the luggage and the family. And they rolled up, and it was a Toyota Sienna. And the guy had it, dude. The outside, it was a dude, and the outside he had Hello Kitty stickers like all over the place. And every single seat had Hello Kitty.
Like,
was he Japanese or something like that?
No.
Really?
Yeah, my kids were all into it.
Dude?
He was a super nice guy. No, he was what was he, Middle Eastern, I guess?
Okay. That's a weird flex. I thought Hello Kitty died in the early 90s, bro.
Did he have like a Hello Kitty backpack on too? Or like
I'm sure he's got one at home for sure.
That's wild.
I know.
Bro.
If you checked his feet, he had Hello Kitty Crocs on. I have no doubt in my mind.
Socks at a minimal, no matter what. You probably
minimum.
had the Crocs with
the
charms
socks on. For sure. Yeah.
High ankle socks so the cat would be peeking over to the Crocs. You know, they had it in 5-speed and all that.
Oh, man. Yeah, he's a super nice guy. It was great. My kids had a blast. And they were stoked on it. But I was like, dude, that's weird. If you're like with your buddies and you call an Uber and that shows up, I'm like,
and you're popping out in front of somewhere in a Hello Kitty, man.
Yeah.
Like, the driver's the nicest guy ever. Definitely
man.
don't recommend the van if you're a guy or whatever.
Did he go meow? Yeah. Did he meow at all?
He did not, luckily.
Okay.
I'm glad that would have been extra. Bro. Like, yeah, it was a good one.
Speaking of Siennas, I don't know if this is the answer, but worst car to work on?
The smart cars back in the day.
Wow.
Smart cars were terrible. Terrible. So, like even the carpet was that felty, like nothing would come out of it.
Yeah.
They were tight to work in. Like the paint was just like plastic panels.
They make a Mini seem like a SUV. Like
totally.
That's how small they were, dude. They're very small cars. I don't think you could ever pay me to drive down the street with one of those things. I think it's more dangerous to be in a smart car than it is to be on a bike, like a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Because at least a motorcycle, like I feel like you have some maneuverability or whatever. Like in that smart car, you had zero acceleration.
You're stuck in there too. That's
and like you can't even fly off the bike if you get hit or whatever. Like you're just in there, just. You know,
done. Yeah, for sure.
100%. That's a great answer, bro. It's probably one of the best answers we got so far.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very 100%.
Nice. What's your go-to playlist in the trenches?
While I'm detailing, I'm heavy on podcasts. Nice. So I do a lot of the Joe Rogan podcasts and nice. just whatever. Yeah.
What else you had?
Podcasts.
What other pods?
I do. So interestingly enough, you guys know the Iced Coffee Hour. There's a guy named Graham Stephan. He's a big like finance YouTuber.
Okay.
But when I first started YouTube, I joined his
group or whatever.
Yeah, his little group.
Patreon or something like that.
Yeah. We would do like weekly calls and you could ask him advice and stuff. And it helped. When I started YouTube, I bought his YouTube course for like $250.
No
that
shit,
was the best investment I've ever made in my life.
Wow, dude. Yeah. So you're definitely a supporter. You still listen.
Yeah, exactly. So I still watch it. Yeah, for sure.
The coffee hour it's called?
The Iced Coffee Hour. Yeah.
Iced Coffee Hour.
Yep.
Right, have to check that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, good.
Must have food when in San Diego.
And Mexican food. I eat so much Mexican food, bro. It's crazy how much Mexican
food. We got
a
nice little couple, but like we got a town right by me that's got some pretty decent authentic Mexican because we got a lot of people that are coming over and kind of hanging out or whatever. But I mean, like it's nothing like Cali.
Yeah,
Cali,
and we're southern too. So it's next level. It's really good.
You guys got the heat and that stuff too, man. Oh,
yep.
Salivating thinking about it right now.
Exactly.
So, I got some ground beef and some like black beans and some like chopped up minced onions in the fridge that were like cooked up with some chopped jalapenos. As soon as I get done, dude, I'm slapping that shit.
That's where you're going.
Yeah,
nice.
I'm going right to it, bro.
Very nice.
Why do people in LA talk about San Diego like you made it if you live there? Like they talk about like, oh man, if I could afford San Diego, it'd be so much better than LA. Like they talk about it like it's the panacea in California. Like you are just like you're just blessed to be in there.
It's I think because people I think from LA will even talk about it San Diego having more of a small town feel, which it's not. for sure, but it's just not as crowded as LA. Our
That makes
beaches,
sense.
in my opinion, our beaches are like we have certain areas that are like the reefs of La Jolla are unbelievable. They're so pretty. So yeah, I mean San Diego's great. Like geographically, I don't think there's anywhere better. Living in the States, I think that's the best.
And they're like, yo, man, and like they always talk about how LA is expensive. Like and then when I talk to someone, I'm like, I just can't swing San Diego, and I'm just like,
really?
That's what I hear him say. I'm
yeah,
like,
I mean,
really?
It's all expensive for sure, you know.
Adrian,
Thank you, Adrian.
I claim
he claims you're now Mexican.
But yeah, I don't know. There's definitely sections that are extremely expensive in San Diego, but then obviously
that's
LA has that too, you know, like, yeah. So, yeah, no, I don't know. I did notice during COVID, especially, I had so many new customers that had just moved down here from the Bay Area that all worked in tech, made a bunch of money. And then when COVID hit, everyone was working remote and they all moved down here.
Really?
Yeah. Lots of them.
That was Florida on the East Coast, and now people are like, I'm coming back.
Austin had a major push over the past couple of years, especially since like Rogan went down there or whatever.
Yeah, for sure, blew that place up. Huh?
It's such a cool town, though, dude. Like that city's awesome.
I've always heard good stuff about Austin.
Really cool.
Yeah.
They got banging food down there too.
Worst thing to be called as a surfer.
I mean, the traditional thing is a kook. That's the kook or Barney. Those
so are you like dropping a board and throwing fists if someone calls you a Barney or a kook? Or are you like, yo, what you just say, bro? Like,
no one was calling me a kook, dude.
No.
I ain't no kook, dude. What are you talking about?
No, all right, so you're dropping a surfboard. You're like, yeah, what did you just say?
Yeah. It's funny. There's a couple of spots
kicking off the vans. You're like, we're getting in.
Yeah, we're going for it.
He's attacking them like the kids did in the movie Kids with the skateboards and shit. They're like beating people with the surfboard. You know what I mean?
The
like,
fins first.
Call me?
Yeah, for sure.
Chill out. It's just
choking people out with your leash.
Is this a category of favorite surf rock band? Like, is that a category? Like,
I guess so. Back in the day, there was a guy named Taylor Steele, and he made all the surf videos back in the day, and he blew up a ton of bands. I feel like because he would put them in his videos, and they all just kind of went crazy.
It's
so
like the mixtape scene for surfers.
Yeah,
like
essentially.
You
so
got on
like,
that tape or whatever. You kind of had.
You went.
You made it.
So
that's what's up.
I would say like because of those videos, I'd say like Pennywise and Unwritten Law.
Pennywise, I've seen them live a couple times. I've seen Pennywise live. Yeah,
very nice.
Vans Warped Tour. I've seen him on the East Coast.
There you go. Yeah, good deal.
Actually, true story. Pennywise is a song that the Philadelphia Flyers play after they score a goal.
Really?
Right.
Very nice.
Pennywise. Yeah.
That's rad.
So, how do you feel about boogie boarders?
I have a lot of friends.
You can say no comment.
No, I'll go into it. I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends with boogie board or bodyboard, right? And I don't know, just stand up. That's like my biggest thing.
Don't be so scared to stand up.
He just hit him with the do. He just hit him with the do hard shit. That's what he just hit him with.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
I get it. Like especially like on hollow waves, it's like they want the view of the barrel, and I totally get that. But like you can do it standing up too. That's
so.
Well said.
This leads into my next question. What's the surfboard that is looked down on as a surfer? Like, you know, you meet someone who're like, yeah, just started surfing, and you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, they got that surfboard. There has to be a brand where you're like,
no, I don't think there is anymore. I don't think there is anymore because like even the Costco foam boards, they're fun, and a lot of people have them, and like there's pros that surf them at Pipeline and all that. So I don't know. It's almost the opposite. Like I'll see guys like some boards get crazy. Like they'll be like the construction and everything and super high performance boards. And I'll see a guy that can barely get up riding. That
I thought that's where you're going with that. Okay.
Yeah. It's like $1,000.
Like, well, you don't even know what you're doing with that thing, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
okay.
That's
that
more
makes
what
more
it is.
sense.
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
Least favorite rapper.
Ooh.
Do you not listen to rap?
No,
okay,
I do.
Dude.
This is gonna be a controversial one. This is gonna be controversial.
That's okay.
I never got 50 Cent.
Okay.
Really?
Even
back in the day when he was doing the mixtapes and all that stuff.
I just wasn't appealing to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I kind of feel like 50 was more hype than depth, in my opinion, in the rap game. But you know,
Yeah,
I would
see,
agree
so,
with
yeah.
you there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting take. I like that one too.
Yeah. Favorite rock band?
Probably
Tom Henny
Iron
and the
Maiden.
Heartbreakers doesn't count. Iron Maiden. Okay. Wow. All right.
Iron
You went
Maiden,
there.
yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gloss or dry as AF tire shine?
Gloss.
I don't like a super high gloss. I like a deep natural look.
Really.
So that's my my go-to. I like a satin finish is perfect. I don't like a super high gloss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite car?
I this is probably so common from everybody, but Porsche. So I think I was watching Adrian's the other day, and he was saying a Turbo S. I would lean more toward, and I lean more towards the GT3 RS.
Yes,
but I do understand his comments. So maybe a GT3 Touring is like the best blend of both, I think.
Yeah,
nice.
So yeah,
GT3 baby.
Yeah, they're so sick, dude. I had one client. He was in heavy construction, so he paves roads, and he owns a whole quarry and the whole deal. And he had multiple GT Porsche cars. Multiple. Every time I go out
now, you can't get one now for less than like 400, right? Like it's
so
insane what they're going for.
He got an allocation when the brand new GT3 RS came out. He got an allocation. It was $100,000 to get the allocation, and then you still had to pay the price of the car. You know, but on the secondary market, as soon as you have that car, he would have made, you know, a ton of money.
We were at a car show like 3 years ago, and there was two dudes that had them that were about my height. And I was like, yo, I know this is like completely inappropriate for me to ask this question. I'm like, but like, do you guys fit comfortably in there? And the dude was like, yo, hop in. I'm like, for real? He's like, I'm like, dude, it's like my dream car. So like, I don't want to like get shot down 20 years from now if I make it to where I want to be and get this damn car and realize I don't fit in the shit. So he was like, no, man, get in.
Your whole life.
Dude, I sat in there. I could put a helmet on in there if I wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, there is so much room inside those cars, even for a tall dude. I was like, sweet, I still have my dream car. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. That same client, I met him at Cars and Coffee one day, and he had his, it was just a GT3 in shark blue. I think
just
it was
just a GT3.
I know it wasn't an RS. It was just a GT3.
I know.
That's how many he had, right? So,
oh,
but he's like, hey, you want to drive it? I was like, yeah, you know. So we're driving through.
That wasn't like you didn't say like no for the first time. You know, like usually you wait for somebody to ask you twice.
No.
He's like, you want to drive? You're like, yep.
No, yeah, that was like, let's go, dude. Yeah. So, but we're getting onto the freeway. He goes, yeah, don't shift to hit 9,000 RPM. And I just remember things so crazy. They're so rad.
I
have a base
Cayman,
RPM, and it's like the best. I love that car so much.
Yeah.
And
wow,
those things are just a whole nother level.
So I have a lot of expectations since you were born in the 80s, right? For this answer. Favorite cartoon as a kid? I have a lot of expectations for you for this answer. Let's see what
I would say. So like the easy answer, I think for me, because I was deep into it for a while, is Ninja Turtles. But I would go also.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo was a big one for me, dude.
Yes.
I really loved it.
That was my favorite. I'm sorry.
Was it really?
Yeah. Anytime somebody says anything Scooby-Doo, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. And then, I mean, there was great one. Like Tom and Jerry was great. You know, like those were
all
all
good. Sleeper. Tom and Jerry was great, dude.
Yeah.
You don't get that type of violence out of cartoons anymore.
Not anymore. Dude.
You really don't, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta go to YouTube.
I feel like our generation was the golden era.
Like 6 hour long runs of like Looney Tunes and all those like old cartoons. You can find them now on YouTube, and you can just throw them on play and just watch them. And dude, they watch them like, dude, how did they get away with this shit?
I
like
know.
When Tom was rolling Jerry up in a cigarette. Remember that episode or whatever? And he goes over and he like strikes the match on me. Burns the whole cigarette, and it says, I forget what it said or whatever, but it's like, I love you or something like that, or hey baby, and like it's like you can never do that nowadays. Dude.
Not even close. Yeah, it was
not even
pretty
close.
Amazing, dude.
There's a remake of Tom and Jerry. I think I watched an episode just to see how bad it went or whatever. And I'm like, I just can't believe the show went this soft. It was like some type of remake recently or whatever. I'm like, man, this is terrible.
And even like the remakes now, they look a little. Like they add like a 3D element to them. I'm like, dude, I want the old school. Like,
give me like the page by page animation, like the real deal. Like I want to see the background looping itself 75 times with the same trees and Scooby Doo and the runner from the fucking ghost and shit. You know?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
that was the golden era cartoons. I feel like golden era cartoons.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
100%.
So candy corn, yes or no?
I haven't. Interesting. So it wouldn't be my go-to for sure. I would have it every once in a while. I don't have it anymore because my brother.
Tastes like ass.
Yeah, no, but my brother was used to ride motorcycles a lot, and it was like around Halloween. He got into a pretty bad accident. Right, a car made a left turn in front of him as he was coming this way on a red.
Of course,
yeah. So turns out it was around Halloween. He was in the hospital. I went to go get his bike out of impound, all mangled, but he had a little pouch on the front you would carry his stuff in. I opened it up. It's full of melted fucking candy corn because my mom had just given him candy corn to take. So now that I think of candy corn, I think of that. So now I'm
sure.
Yeah.
That's a good reason to not do candy corn.
I'll take that for sure.
I'll take that.
And it still tastes like.
And Gaffrey, I'll just tell you, it tastes like crap.
It's wax. It's melted wax.
All right, we go over this every week. Next question. Keep going.
Ketchup on eggs or yes?
Yes or no? Yes or no? Yeah. Back in the day, we didn't grow up with all the money, and one of our staples that my mom would do is a hard-boiled egg mashed up, and then some ketchup on top of that. So yeah,
as a kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure.
So you don't do ketchup on eggs anymore?
I had so we have a bunch of where I live now. We have chickens. And my wife just got this machine where you could throw a bunch of in there and they hard boil. It's like a little hard boiled egg machine.
Oh yeah, it's like the little
yeah, it holds 6 of them or something.
Does it work good?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, I'm a hard boiled egg guy, dude.
It's really great.
I gotta get me one of those.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So I did have the mashed up hard boiled egg with some ketchup
to throw it back. That's what's up.
Yeah, exactly.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
But he doesn't do it as an adult regularly. His daughters probably do it on their eggs because children do that stuff, Gaffrey.
Well, we become boring as we get older. So yellow mustard or spicy brown mustard?
I'm a yellow mustard guy.
Wow. All right. I'm a spicy brown. All right. But
you're spicy brown, yeah?
Spicy brown. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Where was I?
You know what, though? When you were in England, did you have
yeah, they say that their mustard's different.
Yellow mustard is way different over there. It's spicy.
It's got more bite. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
You put some pure Coleman's on from England, you're like, I thought British people didn't like spice. That's what you're saying.
Is it a horseradish bite?
It's hot.
It's I guess kind of like that. Yeah, I guess like that's mixed in. I guess
horseradish, kind of like a little
maybe a little bit on the horseradish, but it's it's a nostril clearer for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're not over putting that mustard on your hot dog. You're putting a gentle, putting a small slather because you're gonna be like, whoa, what just happened? You might not keep the food down. It's that rough, but all right. So ranch, do you use it and on what?
Like hot wings. Use it on hot wings.
That's
good. Ranch is dying, man. People just don't use it anymore like they used to.
Yeah,
I'm a blue cheese guy, but I'm told I like mold. I'm gonna change this to blue cheese versus ranch next week.
That's shit,
I would definitely. I don't use blue cheese. Like if a salad has a blue cheese drizzle, I always order hey, no blue cheese on there. So
sorry, dude. I'm gonna apologize to you in advance for this question. He won't drop it, dude.
It's the chat. They just request it every time. So, not the last question, not the most important, but not the least important. Snickers, vein down.
The most interesting, right? The most interesting question. Dude, I'm George Costanza, dude. Fork.
You're doing it with a fork?
So
I love it.
Not really.
You eat it with a fork? So, all right.
My
follow-up question was, when you eat it with the fork, is it going in?
It's still vein up, I guess. I guess.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Fair enough. Eat it like a normal human being.
Well,
never really thought about that much.
Eat it with a fork isn't normal. I'm thinking that's George.
That's true. That's true. Well, listen, we could talk. I could think of one person that eats chicken wings with a fork and knife. That's kind of weird, but.
Oh yeah, don't get me started on that.
He's got a 3-letter name, starts with P, ends with N.
I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
I'm keeping that. Yeah.
Does he really?
Yeah.
You could take that heat now.
Like a bone in?
Oh yeah. Yeah. We were eating dinner.
Wow.
Chopping them things up.
What a reveal.
Interesting.
You're getting the heat. You're getting the heat in the group chat for that one, not me. So
whatever. You said it before.
Not on live air, but
I think you might have. I'm gonna go back and check it out. But if not, I apologize. Myself. I'm just calling people out for what it is.
I curb that. There's a whole other story behind that. But anyway, with that being said, the most important question: loyalty or respect?
I would say for me personally, like I couldn't be loyal to someone that I don't respect naturally anyway. So I would say loyalty because I feel like respect comes along with that.
With loyalty.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like I wouldn't be loyal to someone that I have no respect for. I get
We get different angles from it all the time. I'm just
Yeah,
always
I mean,
curious.
I'm kind of like
Yeah.
that too. If I don't have respect for you, I'm not going to be loyal to you. Like,
Yeah,
because
it's like there's
I'm gonna like, who is this chump? You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yeah, for sure.
yeah. So
It's a great question. I borrowed it from Noriega does this podcast called Drink Champs or whatever, and he always has on like old school rappers and guys like that or whatever. And like one of the questions they always ask at the end of the pod when they're going through the things is like loyalty or respect. And like everybody always has a different angle on it. So I'm
Yeah.
just very curious to see how people feel about
Yeah,
it.
because I did look at that. It's interesting. I looked at it as like if I were looking at somebody, would I versus like inward, and I guess inward it's kind of different, almost a little bit. Like, would I want someone to be loyal to me or respect me? And I guess you could have loyalty without respect, and then that just for me that would be like a weaker person that I wouldn't respect.
Right.
So I guess yeah, it's probably I got loyalty. I'll go loyalty.
Okay, cool. Beautiful.
So we had a question before we wrap up. Interesting question about maybe a limited edition teal quiver hose, please. You know, I guess the guy said, Josh, your work
Nice.
the blue hose would turn off people that have Ryobi pressure washer. I spray painted my Ryobi teal so we can get a limited edition teal quiver hose, please. Thank you.
I think we can. So a little, you guys can have the exclusive. I'm releasing a video tomorrow. My Quiver Flex hose is launching tomorrow. It is black currently, but I did partner with ProPulse. So they're the makers of Uber Flexes. I like that construction. And with that, I can do any color. So we can do limited runs of different colors. Yeah.
Nice, dude. That's dope. Congrats.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice.
Congrats.
All
Big
right,
things, dude. Big things.
Yes, absolutely. Always trying to keep the needle moving, you know?
Hey, man. No sleep, gang.
That's right.
For sure. No sleep gang.
That's right.
So with that, we'll wrap things up. Josh, they know where to find you. I am Josh V, right? Am I saying that right? Instagram.
Yeah.
Basically, all you have to do is sign on to your YouTube, and if you're not a tool, most likely one of his videos will pop up.
Yeah,
Josh is all over everywhere. He's killing the game.
Good deal.
So
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah,
dude. It's been great having you on. It's been great chatting with you. Obviously, we had a chance to meet you last year at SEMA. Look forward to definitely linking back up. You know, us East Coast boys don't make it to the West Coast too often, or Central, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, you guys are you're in Philly?
Yeah, right outside Philadelphia.
Gotcha.
Gaffrey's in. I'm right outside. So
okay, gotcha. We were just I was in Philadelphia. Wait, no, I was in Pennsylvania. Philadelphia, is that in Pennsylvania? I'm an idiot, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I was at
if it wasn't live.
I don't mind. I tell people all the time I'm a moron. It's like if I can make something successful, you can do it too, because I'm an idiot. But yeah, I was at Pocono Raceway.
No shit.
Okay, not that. That's not far away.
It's not too far away.
No,
couple hours.
Did an armored vehicle driving course, evasive driving course out there. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, it was cool.
So you drove an armored vehicle on an evasive driving course?
Yeah. So one of my clients has a couple armored vehicles, and he sent me out there to do it. Just
really?
Yeah. I mean, I literally
all the way out to the East Coast to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was fun. Like they teach you, like they do it all based on math and how much you can push the vehicle percentage wise at 100. You go 101%
forces and all that stuff.
Yeah. So it was a lot of fun, actually.
Really? You got to really push it.
Yeah. I actually tied for first place in the entire out of everyone there, and the guy that I tied with, it was his 6th recertification. So he's been through this thing 6 times.
No shit.
Yeah, he just goes.
Just came out there whipping.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Listen, if you ever slide out of content creation, you're going into security driving for people with armored vehicles.
That's right.
You got your next lane line right up, bro.
I got a backup.
That's so funny, man.
Yeah, it was a good time. So
awesome, bro.
Like crazy.
Well, listen, man, I appreciate you coming on. I know everybody had a blast tonight or whatever. We will look forward to seeing all your new things you got going on, and obviously checking out any of the new videos you got coming.
Appreciate it, guys. Absolutely.
Yeah, man, for sure, brother. All right, everybody.
Well, I'll see you guys at SEMA in a few months, huh?
Absolutely, dude. I'll be here before you know it.
Yeah.
Everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you for tuning in. Stay fresh, y'all, and we'll catch you next week, Lord willing.